Hi everybody at IBM TV and welcome to Rattle and Roll Through the Ages. My name's Grant Edmond. I'm a singer-songwriter, writer, producer, studio owner, and I'm coming to you from Johannesburg, South Africa. So good morning, good afternoon or good evening, wherever you might be. And I hope you're going to enjoy our little segments that I do here. So it's basically just going to take a couple of well-known songs and well-known artists, songwriters, and just give you a little bit of history about them and have a little sing-along. It's all in fun, so there'll be a couple of mistakes and things like that, but we're just going to have fun with it during this lockdown, wherever you are. I hope you're all staying safe, stay at home, and let's just hope that this whole thing clears up ASAP, because we all need to have a little bit of freedom. But while we can't, here we are, and let's just have a little bit of fun. So I thought we would start with a singer-songwriter called Albert Louis Hammond, who was born in Gibraltar in 1944. Now, Albert was a phenomenal songwriter, wrote songs for Leo Sayer, Diana Ross, Julio Iglesias, Leapy Lee. The list is just absolutely endless, and obviously first started as a songwriter and collaborated a lot with another great songwriter called Mark Hazelwood. And myself as a songwriter, I also find sometimes writing with another person is fantastic, because you get different ideas coming from different spheres, and there always seems to be a nice little gel part there. So there are a lot of great songwriting duos or trios all over the world. But we're going to start with Albert Hammond, and Albert had a couple of great hits. This was one of his big Billboard hits in the 70s, and it's called It Never Rains in Southern California, and I really hope you guys enjoy this. So here we go, Albert Hammond. Got on board westbound 747. Didn't think before decided what to do. And all the talk of opportunities, TV breaks and movies rang true. Sure rang true. Seems it never rains in Southern California. Seems I've often heard the kind of talk before. It never rains in California. But good, don't they warn ya? It pours, bad it pours. I'm out of work, out of my head. I'm out of self-respect, and I'm out of bread. I'm out of love, I'm out of bed. I wanna go home. It never rains in California. Good, don't they warn ya? It pours, bad it pours. So will you tell the folks back home I nearly made it? Had offers but don't know which one to take. Please don't tell them how you found me. Tell I need a break. Give me a break. Seems it never rains in Southern California. Seems I'm far from her, the kind to talk upon. Yeah, it never rains in California. Girl, don't they warn ya? Yeah, it pours, bad it pours. The great Albert Hammond. The next song I'd like to do is a song that was done by a duo, two brothers, Howard and David Bellamy. The Bellamy brothers hail from down Florida side, and in 1976 they penned a really great song, and it was called Let Your Love Flow. It was 1976. Went to #1 on charts all over the world, America, here in South Africa, all over Europe. And the Bellamys continued writing still to this day, and I'm a real great fan of theirs. They toured South Africa last year sometime, and they're just absolutely great act on stage. But they wrote so many great songs. They do a lot of fun stuff. They sort of mix a little bit of country and reggae, mainly a country type of act, but they always try and sneak in different genres into their music that just blends so nicely with the country stuff. Their lyric content is really great, and they've had a lot of really good songs. And in America, they've got a TV series called Honky Tonk Ranch, so I'm sure some of the American viewers might have seen it on one of your cable networks up there. But still a great, absolute wonderful act, and this is the second really big song that they had, and it came out just in the late 70s, 1979. Hope you enjoy. If I said you had a beautiful body, would you hold it against me? If I swore you were an angel, would you treat me like a devil tonight? If I was dying of thirst, would your flowing love come quench me? If I said you had a beautiful body, would you hold it against me? We could talk all night about the weather, and I could tell you about my friends back on the coast, and I could ask a lot of crazy questions, or ask you what I really want to know. If I said you had a beautiful body, would you hold it against me? If I swore you were an angel, would you treat me like a devil tonight? If I was dying of thirst, would your flowing love come quench me? If I said you had a beautiful body, would you hold it against me? Now rain can fall so soft against the window, the sun can shine up so bright in the sky. But Daddy always told me, don't make small talk. He said, what's on your mind. If I said you had a beautiful body, would you hold it against me? If I swore you were an angel, would you treat me like the devil tonight? If I was dying of thirst, would your flowing love come quench me? If I said you had a beautiful body, would you hold it against me? If I said you had a beautiful body, would you hold it against me? If I swore you were an angel, would you treat me like the devil tonight? If I was dying of thirst, would your flowing love come quench me? If I said you had a beautiful body, would you hold it against me? The Bellamy Brothers. Right, I've just changed guitars quickly. This is one of my favourite guitars. I must tell you straight out, that's I think most musicians, our biggest weakness are instruments, and this beautiful guitar is a 1967 Fender Newporter. So for all you viewers out there that know a little bit about guitars, Fender brought out a range of acoustic guitars in the early 60s, and what made them stand out or different to a lot of acoustic guitars at the time, it had a bolt-on, if you can see that, a bolt-on Fender Stratocaster neck. So they were really, really great. They don't have great tone acoustically, but they're really, really playable because this has got a 60s Fender neck on it, and this is one of those guitars. I'll just tell you the quick story. I saw a guy advertising. I own quite a few guitars, by the way. A guy advertising a hard case for an Ovation guitar, and I've got a few Ovations, and I don't have any hard cases. I've only got the soft bags. And he said yes, he's got two cases. I drove about 70 kilometers and went and met him in another town, and anyway, we went to this sounds like one of those proper TV shows, but this is it was a dream that came true for me, actually. And we went to the storage locker, and he opened up the storage locker, and it was filled with all types of stuff that he had collected over the years, vinyl albums and furniture and an old television in the corner and some coffee tables and things. Anyway, jumping all over the stuff and climbing in and out, and pulled the one Ovation guitar case out. He said, there you go, there's the one, I'm looking for the other. And while he was searching for the other, something caught my eye. Under this little coffee table right in the corner, I just saw this neck sticking out here. It said Fender Newport, and I thought, geez man, can't be an original one. Anyway, he brought the other case out, and I sort of said to him, is that a Fender Newporter guitar? And he said, it's an old guitar, and it's he knew what it was. He said it's a 66, but it's in pieces. So I said, have you got all the bits here for it? And he said, yes, I do. And he pulled it out and pulled the body out. The neck was obviously taken off, and these neck bolts over here were missing, and couldn't find those, but the plate was here, and the body had a huge crack in it and was all dried out. There was woodworm in it and a whole lot, and I said to him, would you sell it to me? And he said, I don't know why you want to buy it, because it's just in pieces. And I said, I just want it. And the reason being, my dad is a professional musician and has had a lot of hits, which will feature later on in these little bits of segments that we do. But my dad had a similar one. There were about 3 models in the series. There was a Newporter, a Malibu, and a King. And I just always wanted a Malibu like my dad's one, a Fender Malibu. And I said, I'll buy it. How much do you want for it? And it wasn't cheap, but he said, just give me what I paid for it. And so I landed up paying him 1,000 Rand, which I wouldn't know what the exchange rate is now. That's about $50. Anyway, I've got this really, really fantastic, great, knowledgeable, passionate guitar tech friend of mine called Costa Mavropoulos, who's also a wonderful musician. And I took some photographs and I said, I've just bought this and I really hope you can fix it. And I took it to him and he just said, geez, I don't know what you did, but he said, he's so passionate about guitars, and he said, Grant, it's going to take me a long time because he does things properly. And you can't really see, but there's a huge crack over here which he fixed and did it properly, reinforced. The scars are still all here, but it is the most beautiful playing guitar. And anyway, so that gets me on to another really great American band called the Eagles, who I can't go into so many details because we'd be here for about 7 hours if we went through the Eagles history and all the members and everything. And but everybody loves the Eagles. They're still around. They're still touring. I have lost 1 or 2 members, but they're still such an amazing band. They came to South Africa and filled up a stadium with 81,000 people. And I went to that show, and it just blew my mind. I was 5 miles up right at the top in the stadium, and the sound was brilliant and their voices just blended. But they wrote the most amazing songs, and they all used to collaborate and write together. And this was off their second album called Desperado, and it was written by Henley and Felder. And I've always just loved this song. I just think it's a great song. So I'm going to do it on this old Fender Malibu, and I hope you enjoy. It's a little song called Tequila Sunrise. It's another tequila sunrise, staring slowly across the sky. Say goodbye. He was just a hired hand, working on the dreams he planned to try. He's gone by. Sun goes down, just another lonely boy in town. She's out running around. She wasn't just another one. I couldn't keep on coming on. It's been too long. Down to eating bread. It never take another shot of courage and wonder why the right words never come. Just get high, and it's another tequila sunrise. This world still looks the same under the frame. Yeah, Tequila Sunrise by the Eagles. And just talking about recording and bands and stuff, if you look back in any sort of history recording forum, you'll see that I think the first 2 or 3 albums that the Eagles recorded, they recorded down in a studio in Florida. And if you listen to the sound on those albums, it's just absolutely just brilliant and clear and concise, and the what we refer to as the equalization on those albums, it's just out of this world. And they were recorded on a console the same make as this that I've got in my studio, which is an MCI Music Corporation. The company was started by a guy called G. Parham, and just really made fantastic equipment. This is a really vintage one. It's not as vintage as a lot of them out there. It was built in 1979, and this console was first in the EMI studios in South Africa, and then it later went to another very big record company called Decibel, and afterwards I acquired it, and with a little bit of TLC we've got it back working again, and we're really making some nice records on this. So there's just a little bit of information about the studio, and I hope you're enjoying this so far. The next artist we're going to talk about is a British chap called Peter Sarsted, who had a couple of hits, but his biggest one obviously was Where Do You Go To My Lovely, which went into the charts at #1 as soon as it was released, after quite a lot of airplay. And he went on to do a few other songs that were quite big, called Frozen Orange Juice, I'm a Cathedral. A really great writer, wrote some really nice deep stuff. He was also the brother of another British pop star called Eden Kane. And Peter toured South Africa in the late 80s and then again in the early 90s, and I was very fortunate to meet him when he did a show down at the Wild Coast in KwaZulu-Natal in South Africa. And he was just such a humble, wonderful chap, just so given as an artist, and imparting with his knowledge of writing and music and things, and was just an all-round really great chap, and sadly passed away in 2017. But I thought we'd do this one. It's one of those songs most people know, and as I say, it was really big in Britain. And so this is it. This is my version of, I hope I did a bit of justice, Peter Sarsted, Where Do You Go To My Lovely.
You dance like she's your maid. Your clothes are all made by Belmont. There's diamonds and pearls in your hair. Yes, they're wrong. You live in a fancy apartment at the Boulevard, Sabre Shade, where you keep your Rolling Stone records, and a friend of sunshine to still yes you do. But where do you go, my love, when you're alone in your bed? Tell me the thoughts that surround you. I want to look inside your head, yes I do. I've seen all your qualifications you got from the soul boy, and the painting you stole from Picasso. Your loveliness goes on and on, yes it does. You go on your summer vacation, you go to Chua-le-Pond with your carefully designed topless swimsuits you get, and even some tan on your back and on your lips. But where do you go, my lovely, when you're alone in your bed? Tell me the thoughts that surround you. I want to look inside your head, yes I do. I remember the back streets of Naples, to children begging in rags, both touched with a burning ambition to take off their lonely born tags, and they tried. So look into my face, Marie Claire, remember just who you are, then go and forget forever. I know you still bear the scar deep inside. So where do you go, to my lovely, when you're alone in your bed? Tell me the thoughts that surround you. I want to look inside your head, yes I do. Now where my lovely, when you're alone in your bed? Tell me the thoughts that surround you. I want to look inside your head, yes I do. Oh yeah.
Peter Sarsted. The next band we're going to talk about is an American rock band called Green Day, who started out in the late 80s, went up and down, and tried everything from punk music to rock and roll to surf music. The leader of the band, great writer, Billy Joe Armstrong, penned so many great songs, and they were a huge success all over the world. Well, one song that really stands out, and it's a totally different version to what Green Day did when they did the song called Good Riddance, The Time of Your Life. It was quite an acoustic version they did that was a really huge hit for them, and because of that, a lot of artists took the song and covered it in different sort of ways, because it sort of from their punk and rock vibe came down to this nice acoustic, deep, really deep song. It's such a great, simple written song. So I'm going to do a version for you, and got a bit of banjo in it. So hope you guys enjoy this one.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question, a lesson learned in time. Something unpredictable, in the end it's right. Hope you have the time of your life. And still brings in your mind, hang it on a shelf in good health and in good time. Tattoos and memories are that's getting left untried. For what it's worth, it was worth it in a while. Something Another turn for the folks stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and do that's why. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. Something unpredictable, in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life. Something unpredictable, in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life. Time of your life. Time of your
Green Day. Right, here's a writer that needs no introduction. Mr. Roger Miller. A little fun song we're going to do for you. And I'm sure everybody knows this one. I love the song, love playing it every time I do a gig. Everybody sings that just one little line of the chorus, and that makes it so special. So I hope you enjoy this one. Mr. Roger Miller, King of the Road.
trailer for silhouettes, rolls and lit 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes, but 2 hours of pushing broom bars, 8 by 12 4-bedroom. I live, and that means by no means king of the road. Third boxcar midnight train, destination Bangor, Maine. Old worn out suit and shoes. I don't pay no union dues. I smoke old stogies I have found, short but not too big around. I mean, a man means by no means king of the road. I know every engineer on every train, all of the children and all of the names, and every handout in every town, and every lock that's not locked and no one's around. I said, trailer for cigarettes, rolls to lit 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes, but 2 hours out pushing broom bars, 8 by 12 4-bedroom. I live, and better means by no means king of the road, king of the road, king of the road.
Roger Miller. Right, this next song is a really one of those songs that just came out of nowhere, an artist out of nowhere, a guy from Michigan called Uncle Cracker, and wrote this song. Was produced by probably one of the most finest musicians in the world, Kid Rock. And anyway, say no more. I'm going to play it on this little instrument here. It's called a piccolo. which is probably just like a glorified ukulele. And hope you guys enjoy this one, man. I'm sure it's one you all know, and here we go. It's called Follow Me.
Don't know why you met me, you don't know why. Well, you can't turn around and say goodbye. All I know is when I'm with you, you make me free. You swim through my veins like a fish in the sea. I'm singing, follow me, everything is alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night. And if you wanna leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me. I'm not worried about the ring you wear, 'cause as long as no one knows, maybe I don't care. You're feeling guilty and I'm well aware. Well, you don't look afraid, then baby, I'm not scared. I'm singing, follow me, everything is alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night. If you wanna leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me. I can give you the sky. We'll be alright if you don't ask why. I'm not the reason that you go astray. We'll be alright if you just ask me to stay. Follow me, everything is alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night. If you wanna leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me. You don't know why you met me, you don't know why. Well, you can't turn around and say goodbye. All I know is when I'm with you, you make me free. You swim through my veins like a fish in the sea. I'm singing, follow me, everything is alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night. If you wanna leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me. Follow me, everything is alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night. If you wanna leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me. Follow me, everything is alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night. If you wanna leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me.
Piccolo.